What is up, everyone? We are back with our NFL DFS picks, and we are going position by position with the why behind every play. Let's start at quarterback. We like Jalen Hurts from Philadelphia against the Los Angeles Rams, who have a tough defense overall. We are buying the dip here because Hurts carries a dash rank of 100. He averages 18 fantasy points per game, and he is coming in at only about 3.5% owned. Public sentiment is sliding after he put up 8 last game, and after early season criticism, with one article literally saying, "We should be hitting the panic button on him," but we think that overreacts to small sample variance. Another headline this month reminded everyone what his ceiling looks like, noting the Eagles beat the Chiefs behind dominant rushing performances from Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, and that dual threat profile is exactly the kind of quarterback upside we hunt in tournaments. We are leaning into leverage on a low-owned elite, rushing QB even in a tough matchup. For a value quarterback, we like Anthony Richardson from Indianapolis against Tennessee, who have one of the worst defenses overall. He's only 4,700 and projected to be virtually unowned, which is ideal GPP leverage. The news cycle has been negative, with multiple reports calling his start rocky and questioning whether he has established himself as a franchise quarterback. But there is also reporting that he is expected to return from a shoulder setback. We care about the rushing profile and touchdown equity with his legs. And with so few starts, projections are noisy, but the ceiling is real at this price. On to running backs. We like Jahmyr Gibbs from Detroit against Baltimore, who have one of the worst defenses overall. Gibbs has a dash rank of 100, averages 17 fantasy points per game, and is projecting for only about 3.8% ownership. Detroit's offense is rolling, with a recent article noting they ran the score up on the Bears in historic fashion, and another piece asking if Gibbs could have a huge receiving game. We want that touch count upside and pass game utilization in a soft matchup at low ownership. For a salary saver, we like Hunter Luepke from Dallas against Chicago, who have the absolute worst defense overall. He is 4,000 and basically unowned. This is a pure game theory punt in a spot where Dallas projects to control script, and any short field or goal line usage would smash at this salary. If you are stacking Cowboys, he is a cheap leverage piece off the more popular plays. Now, wide receivers. We like CeeDee Lamb from Dallas against Chicago, who have the absolute worst defense, overall dash rank of 100, 22 fantasy points per game, around 8.7% owned, and 11 last games set up a perfect bounce-back narrative. Despite an article clowning the opener with CeeDee's miscues, the volume and alpha profile remain elite, and this is the premium matchup we want to attack. For a value wideout, we like Kevontae Turpin from Dallas against Chicago, who have the absolute worst defense overall. He is 3,600 and projected near 0%. Owned news reminders help here too, including his 3-year deal, making him the highest-paid special teams player, and that Week 1 60-yard punt return touchdown. He is a volatile gadget and return threat who can flip a slate in one play, and he correlates well with Cowboys stacks, tight ends. We like Sam Laporta from Detroit against Baltimore, who have one of the worst defenses overall, dash rank 100, about 6.6% owned. And he put up 14 last game. Recent coverage has him cemented among the premier tight ends and a reliable touchdown producer, which is exactly what we want when the field is paying up elsewhere. Stacking him with Gibbs is viable, because both get scheme touches, but he also works as a one-off leverage play. If you need savings, we like A.J. Barner from Seattle against New Orleans, who have one of the worst defenses overall. He is 2,800 with around 2.2% ownership and scored 1 last game. This is a pure price relief punt in a soft overall matchup that lets you pay up at the other premium spots. Flex time? We like Bucky Irving from Tampa Bay against the New York Jets, who have one of the worst defenses overall. Dash rank 100, averages 16 fantasy points per game, around 8.8% owned, and posted 15 last game news blurb reminder. He exploded onto the scene midway through 2024, and the role has stuck. We like him because he checks the high-value touches box and offers both rushing and splash play receiving paths to a ceiling. For a deep value flex, we like Nico Remigio from Kansas City against the New York Giants, who have one of the worst defenses overall. He is 3,000 and about 1% owned. The headlines have focused on the rookie's background and his role as a kick returner. And that is exactly the kind of low-owned big play angle we take shots on as a last-piece dart in large field tournaments defense. We like the Steelers' D against New England, who have one of the worst defenses overall. Ownership is around 6.7%, salary-friendly at 3,100, and even though they scored 2 last game, this is a pressure defense play where sacks and short fields can carry the day. If you need a punt, we like the Panthers' D against Atlanta, who have a tough defense overall. They are just 2,300 with roughly 2% ownership. This is a leverage salary saver where we lean on defensive volatility and hope for a few big plays to unlock the studs elsewhere. Quick recap on why these make the pool. We are buying low on elite dual threat upside with Hurts amid negative headlines, taking a shot on Richardson's legs at stone low ownership, prioritizing Gibbs's touch count ceiling and pass game angle per the receiving game chatter, leveraging the Cowboys' dream matchup with Ceedee as the alpha and Turpin as a one-play dart, trusting Laporta's touchdown role as a premier tight end, and rounding it out with Bucky Irving's all-purpose role, plus DST volatility plays that fit our salary structure. Good luck this week, and let us know your favorite contrarian play in the comments.